Oh, I didn't realize it was Patron. I thought it was the doorkeeper. Oh well, whoops. So I'm gonna say something about Audacity. In the meantime, I shall continue showing as Gaia the city. Well, for now, my friend, I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. It's funny that it starts here. I'd have thought they would have just sent us back to old Charlian at the end of the last request. Having to get reuse. There's my teleport. Oh, she's got her hood down this time. She's just chilling. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Forgive us for sending you for you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, they mentioned the 12. We aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. My bun boy friend. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Byleth to meet. Yea. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the stadium. Shall we look for him there? Uh-huh. Well, my pants didn't update for my glam, nor my boots. Reapply them. Now then, where is Aaronville? Was this our first time meeting? This looks like it's probably going to be voiced.
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural. The person who you wish to introduce.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Oh. Oh.
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Oh boy.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Oh, Rise the Sun's coming out.
Oh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man.
That's right. That's right, baby.
I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Whatever that means.
Tuli Yolol.
She looks good.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Okay.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course, of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Yeah, that's right.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her.
Dang
Much
straight.
more elegantly, I might add.
Dang straight.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Sure.
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Okay.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was in.
This is a self-insert RP story.
Hardly. I know
I don't look anything like the character, but I'm totally they're related to them because they adopted me. I am royalty.
But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. No.
Oh, I
This
thought I was
is
going to give me an
only a
option.
rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Give my complete attention. This is strictly a rumor, nothing more. Golden City. I've heard about it before. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Emmett told us about it. I want to say that. 'Cause Emmett talked to us about it. He's the one who told me to go check it out.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Nah, my best friend told me about it.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child.
Oh,
Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
so apparently these two knew each other. We've known each other for a long time. That's side-eye.
Tulihyolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. So I need to check, there's like a really nice part for a shot there. For some reason, video filters or game overlays being lame and not letting me take screenshots apparently. That's cool. does this sometimes, or just decides that game overlay doesn't want to work. Chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say that you should hastily accept the invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Heck yeah. Let's go on a hunt. I'm not certain what might be suitable. What might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. We're gonna go to the underground area, whatever it's called. Is there a new dungeon? There's a new dungeon, right? Is there? Maybe there is. When I was in the guild earlier, I heard about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not too long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinary docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer their petition? The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skill against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have a chance to get acquainted. We are all smiling. Except for Cryo. And before we can prove ourselves capable of dependable companions... My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Ready to go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. Bye, Cryo. Go read that letter. And change jobs to Pictomancer. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. This might be a dungeon? I don't think there was a new dungeon being added, though. Let's see why there would be. Well, no, because there was at the end of the last one. Let's see, there isn't a new duty. Or a new thing for expert. Oh, it looks like it's just me duty, which is what I was expecting. But we have to take a ship. Ugh. And I've just barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's a good cause. It's for a good cause, a hunt. Come on, let's get going. I will see many cutscenes. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready. This voice?
From here, we
Yep.
must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Guess they're catching up. We're just hanging out. Wish I could take screenshots of
This
how cool
brother
they
of
look.
yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kono's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being
Convenient.
Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Oh my god.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain
Nope.
hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Oh, we just stepped the iceberg.
The researchers should be just ahead. There.
Creamy.
Heading to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't
Well, I
know what's
mean-
got them riled up. I'll pick out any that think to try me. Right, let's hunt our kill.
Oh, I wasn't doing... Man, I messed up. Oh, but it's okay. Wait, I was gonna lose the delirium cast.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Oh wait, how's Arenville fighting, or is he just hanging out with us? What's his weapon of choice? Oh no, yeah, he is over there. I couldn't see in the madness. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? Wait, aren't you? You are! Violet, the adventurer who saved our star. Who would that our meeting was under better circumstances? I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll just give me a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, babe.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Oh, yeah, I also got my hype man Draha here. My biggest fan. After that one bunny girl from Baja.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected our local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you find anything at all, we'd be most grateful if you would share it with us. Neat.
I'll handle this.
Oh, she's doing a big pop off, or is that Graha? Oh no, that is her. Man, you can't fool me. That was a Reaper attack. You just did that with an axe.
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Oh, this thing. Find a ravaged beast remains, torn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Map ends here, though. Oh. Find feathers that are scattered about the ground. There are signs of fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
Huh.
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Oh, over there. It pooped. It made poopies. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, hey, got one.
Gotta save 50 gauge. Surely it won't reset my resources post cutscene. Introducing
Let's head
our
back and report what we found.
introducing whatever we're gonna fight. Let me keep 50 gauge.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Oh. It's a big toucan Sam.
What is that thing?
What? Oh, it's copying.
It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
You got it.
Come, Woklamat.
Tuh.
Right.
Whoops, there we go. Oh, there's still more? Maybe?
just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Although you like bird, I'm going to have the last laugh. Enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you nasty bird!
Wings are freaky looking.
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Oh, my TBN.
I've got you.
You gonna home gang us? Yeah.
That was too close.
That's sick and all, but I just lost my 1 minute.
Steady now. Spread out, everyone.
Come on. Come on.
You pay for that.
Who designed this? Who designed this duty? Oh.
Thank you.
Damn, I got all excited thinking that there was something for me the first time. Nope, another burst missed.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this. There's nothing to it. We have you now, you loud bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
Yippee! Pretty sure I left auto scroll on.
and I had barely limbered up.
Oh. She puts on a tough act.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Oh, she... Yeah! She killed it with her art degree. It was valuable and worth something.
I am terribly,
Yay,
terribly
a
sorry
new
to have
fit
kept
for
you
Kryl
waiting.
after all this time.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
Wow, that new gear already looks so much different compared to the
So
rest of
this
our
is
armor.
what you meant by seeing to preparations.
Like on the detailing. Oh, I want to see it again, actually, to compare.
After hearing of the contest,
Yeah.
I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again.
Oh.
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
I like that we get a little
As I
explanation.
recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession.
Let's
Is
do
there
that
any
letter.
particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyollal.
Wonder who
I
wrote it.
can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
It's just a bird. You know, big thing. Oh, the pets. With wildlife pacified and the research safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the cold region. For better or worse, there's really only one place we can take it. Take it to here in Charlotte, the last stand. Come, let us see what Dixon can cook up for us. Feel that elf with the dreads looks cool. I know that guy. Well, now there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Byleth? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from the sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like it here. I mean, we brought the meat, so I would assume. At least a discount.
come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
A more modest meal.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Does it say it's gonna be too spicy for her?
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne.
Oh,
But
wow.
while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, Is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
Oh,
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment,
I was just gonna say yes.
but I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
Oh, so that's gonna be what drags us out
In
until
that case,
summer.
allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Whether Waklamat has the markings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come to the annex later. Till then. Money. Ooh, get a gift. Oh, Coming Dawn. The Coming Dawn. This is probably the ad band. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Waklamat's situation. Still, you have been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books makes me feel sleepy. I'll say it wouldn't hurt. Quite right. Not only would it help make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you'll be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Gonna go study. Pudding ways here. I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all, but I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. You go get 'em, Pudding Way. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. That's right. I distinctly briefly remember from the Blue Mage starting quest something about it being like on the distant continent. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon and the tribe's sacred grounds. So it is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up in the surface through the entire canyon of brilliant blue. Yo, Bree, thanks for resubscribing with Prime. 6 months, baby. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallachi's art and make an animal's power my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallachi. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people of whom this noble magic was born. Man, they better have something for blue, like a little flavor thing for blue mages. Next expansion. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tyrol. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, and even the ubiquitous popato, these crops and others, or more, that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, and the place is known to most. The tale of its culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the Sixth Astral Era, when a Lominsian sailor named Ketan Ram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketan Ram spent several moons exploring the inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamuja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketan Ram would return to Tyrol several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lominsa. The most notable of these was the Papato, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional values saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from only bounty. The trial made tantalizing recipes, bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by the way of a ship. To those outside of Ketan Ram's circle, Thrall largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tyrol is no exception. Yet while some of their creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species, as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Tyrol's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wivri, however you pronounce that, this ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungle of Tyrol. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilized their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come to no surprise that the Weavery is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Deligarmanda. Tyroli folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. That sounds like foreshadowing to a plot point or a dungeon boss or something. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Tyrol. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tyrol waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the culture, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from the frozen lands wither beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it until the leader of the Mamujal succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Having perused a wide selection of books, Tyrol, you're somewhat better informed. Proud to be eager to hear what you've discovered. Should you wish to read these books again? Sure. Start with the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tyrol, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Sure. But come, let us continue this outside. Mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear of your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine, but was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tyrol within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Potatoes. The legendary city of gold. Rather taken by the tale of Kettenram. Ah, yes, the renowned Leminson explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled to Tyrol extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn servant. If you were able to meet Kettenram, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 4 years ago, and he may no longer be alive to tell his tales. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tyrol? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about alpacas. I want to meet alpacas. Ah, yes, the alpaca. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by the way of their lush fleece. They are especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. I thought I heard familiar voices. What's up, my two favorite sidekicks? Fancy running into you two, the two of you here. Y'all finally leave that dump of Garlean? Well, have some research of your own, do you? Hi. We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razan Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history of how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. Who are the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? Man, I'm struggling. We're gonna go to the west. It's gonna be sick. Gonna go to Brazil. It's gonna be fun. Maybe Canada. This sounds like there's a cold region, so we're going to Canada. A nation composed of the disparate people of Tyrol. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tyrol, Tuliolil ourselves. The contest is by the only one allowed to help Waklamat. There was no mention of such restrictions, as I recall. On the contrary, Waclamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We'd have planning to do. Jose, wait. Sigh. It would seem that our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. That's how they get involved. Are we going to bump into the other scions at the annex? As I said, I was like, there's no one there, so confused why our friend was just hanging out there. Didn't know if that was like a random encounter or something. Definitely voiced. Hello?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Waclamat's request?
I never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think.
I see what you did there.
It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
What you cooking up? Why can't I take a picture? This stupid Nvidia's not working. Hey. What's up, boy? Why you peeking? Don't be jealous. I'm hanging out with Graha, not you. Rather be hanging out with you. No, I'm just kidding. Surely voiced. Yeah, voiced.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I've never been one to turn down adventure. I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. No, I'll say this. Play cooler. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? Alphano, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
As I say, that's kind of our fault, not his.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
What if the unity's bought with blood?
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
Let's try it sad.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
Oh,
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while
Oh.
I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy.
that's what he was doing.
It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Oh, wait. But he's in the trailer.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled.
I appreciate the focus. on
Counting
crime.
on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends,
Oh,
is the
complete-
latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Yeah, buddy. Duh. Zooming on the PNG might have been a bad idea, but I'm still hyped. Credits. Credits. Woo-hoo. Oh, that's not what I meant to hit. Let's see. Oh, this is nice art. It says num 2. I'm hitting 2. It's not happening. Like that. But this 2. It's not fast forward. I'm hitting num 2. I'm hitting all the 2s on my keyboard. Oh, that's nice art. Very well done. Nice filling text. Pause. Whoa. Cool. That Graha art's a little extra, I will say. Let's go through all the scions, or... These ones are just gonna be our homies. Oh yeah, it is. I like Endwalker. There was a bunch of people being like, man, Endwalker? Bad expansion. But, nah. Oh yeah. Stidian looking sick. If only he had that strong of a jawline as an Elizin in game. Or if any Elizin in game had a jawline that strong. Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah, I like Dawntrail. Dawntrail was good. The only bad part of Dawntrail, like story-wise, was the Garlean stuff in the post-vanilla story. Because it was just like... I don't know. I would have been fine with just like one visit to see how they're doing and get the idea that they're still struggling but figuring it out. But like having to constantly go back there for the main story, I was like, bro, I don't care. We're like in the 13th dealing with void extent and all this stuff and another end of the world catastrophe real quickly. Like, don't care about Garlemald right now. We're getting everywhere. Oh, Huh. The guy who everyone thought was going to be like the focus of the expansion. He just kind of shows up every once in a while. Does it say there's no more unique art? Oh, we just did the backpack. Let's go. I thought it was gonna be like something we get in Earth. I was just say there's gotta be another cutscene. Meanwhile, Limsa Lominsa. What is Thancred spilling the deets to the other scions? Oh, no. Oh, does he have
When
his
does
own
the
reason?
next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
Hurrah.
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time. West, you say?
Stains the coast. It's so cool. Oh, it's all of them. They're all gonna have their reasons. Though I'm sure Thancred is gonna come and talk to him about it. Be like, yo.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Two
But to
Chads
think
meeting.
that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
I have a feeling that it's these four who weren't with us with this part of the story that they're gonna sign up with another.
Task having to contend with them.
Yep. Now I'm curious if it's all four of them with one
If the
person, or
prospect
they're
doth trouble thee, 'tis
sprinkled
not
across
too
the different
late to
ones.
decline the petition.
Aside from the bad one, of course.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
I can't lose. I have my two sidekicks and my catboy.
Then let us
And Trial's
delay
there,
no
too.
further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
Man, I feel like these two go on like the sickest adventures. I don't know how to describe it. They just got that good like buddy cop vibe going on. Oh, why can't I take a screenshot? NVIDIA, you suck. was a good shot with the moon.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
I have.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
I don't think I've been
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
there. Oh, yeah. Weigh anchor now. The tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and trend the gilded path beyond. Yippee! Endwalker is over. My first expansion that I was there for the launch and the end of. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've had a great time. Again, tons of people are like, man, Endwalker, this is the worst expansion. This is a bad time. This is not a good expansion. Man, content stinky. Like, it's just all that. I'm just like, nah. I was playing this expansion nonstop until like a few months ago, where I finally was like, hey, now I should maybe take a break. Try out some other games. Check out some other shit. Huh? Wait. Oh, is it a fashion accessory? It is. Oh, that's not bad. I was hoping more was going to be a, wait, huh? What does it say? We can't, use these in combat still, right? Pretty sure we still can't. Man, it'd be sick if I could. Anyways, the backpack's neat. For some reason I was thinking it was a permanent fashion item. Or like glamour item. But yeah, Dawntrail, good. Or Dawntrail. I mean, I'm sure Dawntrail's gonna be good. Endwalker, good. I would even say very good. I think, like, story-wise, I still prefer Heaven's Word. Just because Heaven's Word, it stayed focused throughout the whole time, as compared to, again, like I said, just the post-story of Endwalker got a little rough. A little rough for me personally. Just whenever we weren't doing Void stuff, I was like, why are we doing this? There's Void stuff. Oh, why is my mouse bugging out? My mouse dying? No? Okay. I'm gonna go BRB for a second. Let my dog out. Get some food. Before I do Hildbrand. All right. Let the insanity commence. Ah, Violet, you're just in time to assist in my latest fact-finding expedition. Our recent foray into Charlene revealed that Poo-Poo's friend was in the company of a Hainish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavnir. Thavnir? What's the name of this town? It's been a bit. Or continent. I conducted my usual sources, or contacted my usual sources for local sightings of alien phenomenon, but alas, they had none to share. I had thus switched tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard the tale of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop on Garlean battlefield. The inspector and the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads here in the city at the Great Work. I believe they've moved their investigation to Yeldimad, so I suggest we hurry over and join them. I cannot have that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. I see the two of you are eager as ever to observe my inspectoral genius at work. Ah, the long-term fans. Whoa, auto-scroll still on. As a matter of fact, we were just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been traveling with Master Poo-Poo's comrade. I mean that is to say, I am merely following the inspector's wake. You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Brandyhild. It is wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you in any respect, for I am but a copy, and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense. Clone or not, self-deprecation is unbecoming in a Manderville man. Exactly, the things you can do are amazing. Oh, I don't know about that. 'Twas you who saved Byleth from certain doom, was it not? Well, not quite as auspicious as mine. Your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite efficient. It is kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hope my meager contributions are some small assistance. Too modest by half. I say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original. That's enough chin-wagging among ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. Oh, and there's our guy. Yes, I know of one who you speak. Well, Fisherman told me of a friend of his, an apothecary, who set off for war-torn Garlemald to sell his medicines. A reckless fool, if you ask me. I've no interest in the affairs of such men, but if so, I suggest you head to Usaqueak and hear the tale for yourself. Look, red-haired lad gathering the shellfish. Do I know any apothecaries in Rasahan? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard tell of anyone peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me. Well, with the civil war raging and the world almost ending, situations improved in recent days, but even so, Radiant Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. A lone merchant trading there alone? Impossible. I know of many merchants who travel abroad to ply their wares, but none who have business with Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trade agreement with the Garleans, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. Ah, Byleth, I hope your questioning is borne fresher fruit than mine. As always. Oh, a good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to the Felicious fisherman. And then Nashi's asleep, of course. How insane would it be if they had a voice Hildebrand cutscene out of nowhere? Fog out. Hello. Story of my apothecary friend. Oh, you must mean Baharasaf. Well, I was near enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Baharasaf comes from a very poor family, and growing up never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most skill, but his stock never sold as well as he hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war was the best place to sell medicines. Heh, more like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald venture, but while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, Baharasaf was particularly euphoric when I saw him again. A God's given blessing he'd found in the snowfields had given him much cause to celebrate. He said he'd learn how to create gold. I must admit I laughed at first. Then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, enough to proclaim himself a merchant prince. He even changed his name to Von Hudi, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. A name I have heard. He's the rising star of the markets, is he not? The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right. Yes, Von Hundi has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavnair, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yeldimad. The Dogmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, a bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he converted the gilded area into a private abode, and has been filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays out particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Asura. I remember him being fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. I've encountered much Manusia and Murgalore in Razathan, yet I recall no mention of this Asura. Well, it's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she's not well loved by the common folk. Baharasaf is different. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Asura whom he prays for victory. Sounds like not good things in the making. And damn me if she didn't listen. Once poor boy became merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even those who were once dear friends. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. Poor guy. How about that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant prince were one and the same. Might we assume the blessing he stumbled upon in Darlamald was a certain alien craft and its occupant? Oh, is this our buddy or someone else? No, a different one. Sorry to intrude, but aren't you the hero who helped us when folk were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront it, but I don't like our odds against that thing. This sounds like a case for Inspector Hildebrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. I feel like they've kind of given up on being clever with hiding the Lalafell. Now he's kind of just like out in the open, like more obvious. Oh, he's back. She's just pointing at him, talking to him sternly. I thought you destroyed that monster. I have the situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven less than forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you the same lesson, shiny stole man? Nice SpongeBob reference. I wasn't expecting a SpongeBob reference in Final Fantasy XIV. Lessons? What are you on about? Cease this babbling and get out of my way. Lord Von Undi's orders are to can't cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Von Hundi, the merchant who tried to buy Yeldimad, so he put you up to this. Curses, how did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? He just blurted it out. Silence! No one who learns of our scheme can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. What the heck? That wasn't the real one, maybe? Like there's a whole bunch of them? 3 more sinister skullmen. Was the doctor a quadruplet? Uh-oh. Does this say mom's here? What do warriors got to do to get that weapon? Mother. Oh, this one still thinks he's got a chance. Vexia's vermin? This will soften you up. She's gonna bat it away, right? With the hand. Oh, no way. Why can't I take a screenshot? Dang, I look cool. Oh, it turned on while I was gone. Ah, lucky hit. At least I got the cool after pose. I'm just that good, baby. Oh, another one? I can do it again. What? Oh, curveball. One last pitch. Oh yeah. I love all the stuff they're making the Warrior of Light do in these cutscenes now. Like, that's what makes the Endwalker Hildebrand quest so good. We started with volleyball, now we're ending with baseball. Unlimited heavy hitter special. Oh yeah, and there was also a slam dunk moment with basketball too. I wonder what sport we're gonna do next. But that was my fastball. I've come to expect father-son appearances, but what brings you here, Mother? A proposition from the merchant Vahundi, and as a matter of fact, I'm accompanying your dad as a manager for Manderville and Manderville, and we were just on our way to the bloke's mansion. I've already refused Master Von Hundi once before, when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It is quite an attractive offer, considering the fine jewelry is our stock in trade, and we thought to at least listen to his proposal. Got a burp coming. But if he would purposefully command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port, we can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did all those lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? Boop. Oh, they've been cloned. So we hid away the real one. As I suspected, my ship's vaporizing beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic materials as well. How interesting. Once a matter of duplication facility has once the matter duplication facility is analyzed on object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. Yet it cannot create matter from nothing. A requisite supply of aether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Core, you sure do know a lot about a lot, Inspector Brandyhild. Even alien starships. He's gonna get shy and bashful. 'Tis no great achievement. As I mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. Assuming I understand this correctly, it is possible Hundi is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold. We share the same suspicion, Master Delian. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. Of course, 'tis the obvious conclusion. That being the case, one might further assume that Von Hundi is either threatening or deceiving Master Pupu's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Our course of action is clear. We march right up to this gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. No, I bet they're homies. And Pupu's friend is misguided? Trick? Not sure. Or Master Pupu knows that their companion is not the best. We must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Von Hundi's invitation included a private airship, a flight to his new estate. Aye, we still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting. Oh, is there just this one quest? There's already a gift at the end of it. Shall we be on our way? We're to meet Von Hundi's pilot, atop the rise just south of Kajaya's footsteps. I need to turn my light off real quick. Big cutscene here, I can tell. Oops. Lord Godbert, Lady, Julian, whichever one, and entourage? Pray excuse our presumptuousness. My son and his companions insisted they come along, desperate as they were to meet the illustrious Master of Mundi. Oh, he recognizes me. I see. One moment, if you please. Lorn von Hundi should be glad to welcome you all to his home. Pray step aboard, and I shall take you there directly. Oh, wow. What the heck? Oh, we're yeah, this is maybe trial arena. Welcome, honored guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. Since you traveled all the way from distant Ul'dah, a pleasant backdrop to our talks was the least I could provide. And what an unexpected boon this is. I had been debating when to extend you a personal invitation, but now here you are, like a wish come true. Save your act for the magistrates, Von Hundi. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. You will cease this exploitation of alien technology and release your hostage into the care of Master Poo-Poo at once. Unraveled all my schemes, have you? Good. I needn't waste my breath on tedious explanations then. This is Master Poo-Poo, I presume. I do have his fellow alien here with me, yes. As for exploiting their technology, I really admit to duplicating quite, frankly, obscene amounts of gold, but that was merely the beginning. Imagine making copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you at my side. With the vaunted Warrior of Light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. That's not a bad idea, actually. I refuse, categorically and emphatically. A pity. Yet I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, it seems the time has come to test Lugay's ritual of manifestation. All was prepared long in advance for your coming. This tower holds not only mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. He's going to do a primal summoning. As for the requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I have but to clone myself after all. Who is more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? Divine Asura, take up thy blades and wage war upon mine earthly rival. No. Nay, Hildebrand, against a primal, we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within its sphere of influence. I still got one more primal to bash. Wonder if Dawntrail will have any. Best of luck, my friend. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Well, dang, we're just getting thrown right into it. Da-na-na-na-na. The Gilded Aria. Shame there isn't a new song, but oh well. I'm just surprised they're doing a trial for Hildebrand. False Manusia, Sura. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dum.
I am Asura, and on battle I thrive. Have you the courage and strength to face me?
Lower round. This is the raid wide. Yep.
Will you dodge, or will you bleed? The frail shall fall.
That was a bit of throwing ablation. Will this even be enough to break it? Barely.
You've not time to blink.
Whoa. Oh, there's just circles. I thought they were going to be line AoEs. That's not hard.
Tremble before the might of the Manusia.
Whoa.
Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson.
Oh, is it going to do like a big circle? Now from where the boss is? Oh yeah.
Hear the gleaming edge.
Sweet. Same. Oh no, I tapped on gay.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
That means it's gonna be over that way. Oh, nope, just everywhere.
Behold the sixfold blade.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Everyone just got decimated.
Fury be my strength. I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel. of battle awakens. Hear the gleaming edge. Show me your steel.
Oh, let's pull the fast one. I was about to say, I was like, is the fight just gonna repeat now? Like nothing new, but we got a little bit, still got a little bit.
Merciful light shine upon you.
So I was gonna teleport somewhere and do a big old line. Maybe.
Sharp is the lesson.
Music leads me to believe that this is a boss from, or an enemy from another Final Fantasy game. Could be wrong, maybe they just decided to use it.
Behold the six-fold blade.
Yeah, so back is always safe. It's just a matter of the left-right stuff. Unless we've just gotten some weird RNG.
The face of battle is ever changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones.
Tankbuster? Nope.
Will you dodge or will you bleed?
Aqua did a really late mission and I've covered both of those. Keep that in mind if I ever get this in the roulette. Oh, the skybox is really pretty. I didn't realize how nice the color looks. Yeah, I love that. Like really deep purple.
Show me your steel.
Like the big version from down there this whole time.
The trail shall fall.
What if I killed this summoner right now? That'd be really funny. We did it.
Spirit of battle awakens.
Yippee. There's the other healer left. I didn't give it to either one of them. Not even an ending cutscene. It was just boom, done. But I guess just yeah, this insanity was gonna re-ensue once it was over. Good show, Byleth. 'Twould seem you thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. And even as we speak, Mother and Father should be informing the Radiant Host of that despicable Von Hundi's wrongdoings. The Divine Asura defeated. Turn the wheel. We flee for now. Uh-oh. That poo-poo? Who is flying the starship without my permission? That treasure is mine and mine alone. Oh no, Poo-Poo's here. You called your vessel, Master Poo-Poo. No, I did not. It's my friend's ship. Just to be another one, just different color. And I'm gonna want another minion of. Oh no, it also looks like it's blue. At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand. Or are they rivals? This is gonna be. I am so relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? He did, at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it that my vessel was repaired. So in return, I replaced whatever trinket he desired and taught him the basics of starship technology. But that resolved to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of the star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state. He seized my ship and flew me out to the jungle, and there left me to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure from my affliction, and then I came back to reclaim my property. Oh, so he wasn't here the whole time, he just showed up. This experience has led me to conclude that dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuitable to peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It is the only way to guarantee our survival. No, no! They are not like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they laser you in the back. We have to strike first before they show their true colors. So the insanity continues. It's just a little laser. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity. Do Brandy Hill things. Oh. Think, damn it, think. If I am to stop the explosion, I need to traverse the considerable distance to the starship, but I can conceive no logical solution. He's gonna chuck him? Or are they gonna think together? Hell yeah. I like how his like Hildebrand's was like hand-drawn, cartoony. Inspector Brandyhild, we must employ my father's mighty moves to propel me to the vessel. I too have calculated that Lord Godbird's signature techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. Yet there is a flaw in your proposal. I lack the strength to properly perform the throw, and I have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildebrand, it is you who must fling me. He's the one doing the throwing for once. That's a change. skyward, as only a Manderville can. The wrong way, yeah. Of course. I, lost my grip. Oh, nope. He's still cooking. Given my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift in posture should generate enough lift and precisional motion to... Yes, I can still make it. This is great. What does this say? Is he gonna have to somehow sacrifice himself to stop it? Tis too late. The reactor is going critical. There's only one way to save the day. Yep. It's his noble sacrifice himself. No, he's probably gonna jump off, right? Or Inspector Brandyhild! Our brief time together was more than any detective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Whoa. Is this case closed for Inspector Brandyhild? Nay, my loyal assistant. As a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandyhild has surely survived to tell the tale. he noticed the pattern too. We shall see him again. Mark my words. That's true. He probably, yeah, it's probably just as durable. He's just gonna go solve alien mysteries now. Master Poo-Poo's leaving. You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If only I could make amends and earn your forgiveness, but alas. There is not to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Brandyhild will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master Poo-Poo, you are a friend of ours. And what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh? Our home planet. It was lost to a phenomenon you call the final days. Oh, okay, so they were... I see, I was like, huh, it's kind of crazy that there's just aliens here, but the final days happen, even though it's Hildebrand, right? We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, shifted to search for safe haven. We visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as our own. Growing desperate. My throat. We decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find, whether it was populated or not. If the natives if the native beings were hospitable, we would live peacefully among them. If not, then we were prepared to claim a new home by force. So it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet. Lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos, I blundered into a mundane war zone where I was promptly shot out of the sky. The rest of you already know, having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here when my communications received no answer. That was when I met you, Inspector Hildebrand. Those touched by the despair of the final days are reduced to beasts. Given our savage willingness to invade your star, it would seem that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with you generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. That said, there is nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much to ask for us to live here on your star?
Well, of course you must stay.
Yippee!
Oh, it's their technology to make the final relic.
I guarantee you that's it. And I suspect you'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel, because the relics look super like high-tech and stuff. So. Oh no. He's gonna... Is it gonna blast off, or is it taking him?
Mummy!
Oh, Inspector, not again. Wait for me.
Oh, never a dull moment around our Hildebrand.
At least we needn't worry if the ship crashes. Not with an impervious Manderville on board.
Funny you should mention that. Upon reviewing the Manderville family tree, it was made clear that a lord without heirs of his own passed the name to an adopted child several generations ago. So they're not... So... Are you saying that you and your son are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Manderville line? Then how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness? When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly technique, it is not one's lineage which matters, but rather the unbending conviction within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Manderville shall live on through us.
If the begoggled boy can't swallow the explanation, I've also heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could be that that you and Hildy's tapped into that cosmic essence. They're powered by Dynamis.
Ho ho ho, if that is the case, then you must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Ahem. Every thing appears to be under control here. So let us return to the city, shall we?
At least the poo-poos don't have their ship to potentially cause harm or have anything bad happen. Once more do I find myself hurling at superlative speeds towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. And I think we get a mount. And then we'll get the end credit slides for the finale of this Hildebrand quest.
Thanks to an enlightening conversation with Master Poo-Poo on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavor yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist. And my hammer and I shall make all haste to the High Crucible. And with that, I bid you good day.
Thank you for looking out for our beloved son. I'm sure him and the blocky lad'll be back for more cases afore you know it.
Talks like a pirate. It's hard for me to keep track. Question is, will I be able to make my new relic on the spot, or am I going to need tomes, because I'm not capped on tomes?
You've gone above and beyond for us, Byleth, so I'd like to have... Oh, yep. Like you to have one of the replicated starships we made. It doesn't have the duplication facility or the other such technology on board, but it will carry you through the skies. Use this key to call it whenever you wish.
He has a little handover animation.
As for the two of us, we decided to get to know our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration.
Will they be safe?
And so this is where we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We are fortunate indeed to have met you.
Bye-bye. They're so cute.
It seems Poo-Poo wasn't planning an invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. I'm calling an end to this investigation, Byleth. Your unfailing support during this entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Sharlayan, and even traveled to the surface of the moon in search of the truth. And when my own conspiracies threatened to blind me, you were there to open my eyes to the true shape of things.
No, he's still going to be crazy.
That this world yet harbors its share of strange and the inexplicable, not the least of which the source of Hildebrand's impossible physiology. If not an alien, then... mayhaps he's the product of a hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past. The descendant of some gruesome biological experiment. Someone needs to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomenon, and I am the very man for the job.
Okay. Oh wait, I got a song? Is that the groovy version for Handybald? No, it's Brandyhild. That's what it is. Brandyhild. Yep, here we go. Or is it this song? Alien blood never flowed in their veins. Their source of strength and enigma remains. A dynamic folk, their clothing bespoke. A gentlemanly family, the good house Manderville. A true inspector is born from the heat. Oh wow, yeah, there's everything. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na. That's still my favorite scene. Na-na-na-na-na. Hildebrand will return? What's he? Is he like training to stalk better? What's he doing? Oh yeah, he's got little plants there fighting. Is it turning towards? Oh no.
Oh, yep, I see the legs through the smoke. Oh, what? Brandy Hild? But it exploded. Like, there shouldn't be a ship at all. Unless this is a different Brandy Hild, an evil one. No, it's just Brandy Hild. Our boy. Yippee! All right. Relic, 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 relic. I hear Godbert's finally figured out how to perfect his alien weaponry. About bleeding time, eh? We shall inform his lordship that you were eager to begin. Thank you, naked men. At long last, Byleth, the end of our arduous yet most rewarding weaponsmithing journey is finally in sight. And a bloody expensive journey it's been. That's why I'm here, not as a dutiful wife or doting mother, but as a concerned senior partner of Manderville and Manderville. Our company's footed the bill for all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance, not to mention the rent we're paying for these high crucible facilities. Yeah. Even if this is the final stage of the process, there's only one Manderville weapon out. There's only one Manderville weapon out of House on Many. Oh yeah. Our side business in replica weapons ain't exactly booming neither, so I reckoned I needed to come and gauge the value of continuing this venture with me own two eyes. So let us offer our full cooperation with my wife, a business partner, as she oversees proceedings. Ah, now that's a sight. Seems his lordship's lost his cocksure composure. What happened, Gerald? Weren't you just telling me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you pleased? I'd be on my best behavior if I were you, Master Gerald. After all, your considerable remuneration is one of the main expenditures Lady Julian will be scrutinizing. All that booze. Let us move on to the topic of argumentation, shall we? Unsurprisingly, the key to perfected weaponry lies in the application of the perfect oil, a substance known as Ultramanderville. This superlactive lubricant will serve to maximize ethereal conductivity. Again with the creepy oils. And as one might have predicted, the Ultramanderville's main ingredient is derived from yet another incredibly rare meteoric material, cosmic crystalline 'tis called. When it came to the method for extracting said ingredient from the meteorite, however, my ancestor's relic was considerably devoid of instruction. Thus did I consult with Master Poopoo. Thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilizations, he was able to furnish me with the requisite technique. I must say, 'tis a rather unorthodox process, the one I cannot complete alone. It shall necessitate the involvement of everyone present. I don't like the sound of that. That foppish nonsense are you meaning to foist upon us this time? Oh, what, fop? Oh, nothing too terribly taxing, I assure you. All shall be explained in due course. Ere we can begin, we must tend to this tedious chore of producing crafting materials. Byleth, if you would pray acquire the crystalline through our usual tome hungry, sir. Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm not gonna have enough. We shall require 3 goodly chunks, one of the oil's main ingredients, and the others to reshape the weapon itself. Yes, I should warn you that these advanced Mandervillian techniques will not only enhance your armament's properties, but also greatly alter its appearance. In anticipation for such a wondrous transformation, let us hurry to our tasks. I don't got enough tomes. Chunks of whatever can be bought. Yep. Well. Ain't that a shame, because I don't feel like doing roulette tonight. I was going to do some stuff after it was done on FF, so. Cosmic Crystallite. Yep. I mean, at least it's these ones. There's no weekly cap on or anything, but yeah, not gonna do all that tonight. I mean, I would have most or all of it after just these top ones, but still. New season has begun. Oh, the ranks he's up. Ooh, okay. I need to check something then. So I did not push for crystal rank last season. So, out of curiosity's sake, my highest rank was in diamond. So I want to see if I will get something for placing, if at least in diamond, or if I will not. All right. So I don't have to stay in crystal. I just have to reach crystal. Not that I'm like aching to play PvP right now, but in past seasons I was eager to keep playing because casual crystalline conflict is miserable. Not that ranked is much better, but not to mention the now I'm in gold because I gave up on platinum and went to play World of Warcraft. So I'm gonna have a bad time. That's for sure. That is for sure. But all right. Endwalker is done. And I thoroughly enjoyed this expansion. And the good times I had in it. So until then, I just do a little bit of ulting, maybe PvPing, while I wait for Dawntrail. And yeah. But for now, bye bye. Shadowbringer's still the best.